CJ Flyer back with Fire, another YouTube video today talking about the new NBA 2K24 MyTeam news that's came out. 2K released another courtside report blog as well as a trailer. So we're going to go ahead and digest this. Now there is a lot of information in this article, lots and lots and lots and lots of text. I'm actually not going to cover all of it because, to be quite honest with you, most of it doesn't need to be covered. To just give you the overall thoughts and just a breakdown of everything. We don't need to go through all this, and you'll see why in a minute. So let's just start with the big news that everyone seems to be talking about, whether it's in the comments of this YouTube video. As you can see by the like to dislike ratio, this is probably the worst like to dislike ratio on any of the 2K24 trailers so far. A lot of hate towards some of the news that has come out. The auction house is being removed from the game. By the way, guys, no jump cuts, no editing here. Just my true thoughts without any editing to it. So if there's any awkward pauses, that's why. Remove the auction house from the game and replaced it with a quote-unquote player market. Now, before anyone makes the comment, well, this is the first time that the auction house will not be in 2K. That's actually incorrect. If you go all the way back to the origins of the MyTeam mode in NBA 2K, going back to NBA 2K13, here's a screenshot. I think this is a YouTube thumbnail from YouTuber Blinkfro. Shout out to Blinkfro. He hasn't made a video in like 8 years. He's one of the OG 2K YouTubers. Back around the time I started making YouTube videos myself. But yeah, this is not a new concept as far as, auction house not being there. There was no auction house here. The only way you could get players is by buying off a quote-unquote player market, by getting rewards and challenges, or by opening packs. So that's kind of what's going on here. It's a little bit different. Whereas in NBA 2K13, the market value of these players was determined based on how well they played in real life. It seems like these are just going to be set by 2K in 2K24, just however they feel is just. So basically, they're taking the control away from the players as far as determining a player's value and putting it in their own hands. And their justification for this in the text is, if a player card came out as being a budget find or a budget player, then everyone scrambled to the auction house to buy that budget player, and all of a sudden the price skyrocketed, and it's no longer a budget player, it's an overly expensive lower tier card. That is their argument for their justification for why they would remove the auction house and put in this player market. Now, the real reason that they removed this, this is, it's not a bad excuse, There's definitely worse justification they could use. But for years, 2K has been fighting the ongoing struggle of dealing with these third-party companies that buy and sell MyTeam coins on NBA 2K in their MyTeam mode. So for those of you that aren't aware, although I'm sure you are, just a quick breakdown. Basically, you would be able to, there'd be companies, they'd earn a bunch of MT on a bunch of, secondary accounts. And then if you were to buy the MT coins from them, you would list an incredibly cheap player onto the auction house, and then this company would buy your card for like whatever, 100,000 million coins, whatever you bought from them. So it's kind of there's a lot of trust involved because it's not a very secure method of purchasing anything. It's also going against 2K's terms of service. It's explicitly written out. You're not allowed to buy and sell MyTeam coins through third-party means. It's any purchases of virtual anything is supposed to be through 2K itself. So, they tried putting different factors in place to combat the buying and selling illegally of MyTeam coins, including putting like a 10% or 15% tax on auction house purchases and sales. So they tried, they failed, and this was the straw that broke the camel's back. So I don't really blame them. I get it. Like, they kind of, in my opinion, those companies that practice of buying, selling MT, it kind of ruined it for everyone else, getting rid of the auction house. Uh, I personally believe if those practices didn't exist, we'd probably still have an auction house today, but unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Now, the other reason that I believe they removed the auction house is because uh, it's greatly because a lot of players instead of buying the packs to build up their collection, their MyTeam or whatever, they would spend most of their time flipping cards on the auction house instead of playing the actual game. And it's in 2K's best interest for you to just play the game and spend the money to buy the players rather than playing this. It's like a game within a game. The auction house flipping cards and sniping cards that just got listed for way lower than they should have been listed for. So I get it. They don't want people playing the game within the game. They either want people playing the actual game of NBA 2K, or they want them to spend money to get the cards. So them saying here that we're gonna, the player market replacing the auction house with a level playing field. This is not a level playing field, okay? It's a level playing field for the people that want budget cards, I guess. But it's not a level playing field in general. Because of all the different ways, if we just start scrolling through this article, the many different ways you can pay 2K to improve your team. So first off, I totally skipped it. You can buy MT points now, or MT coins, whatever you want to call them. So third-party companies are left in the dust. There's no auction house, so there's not really an easy means for them to sell MT. The only way, which I saw mentioned in a comment somewhere, was that people could make secondary like PlayStation and Xbox accounts and then sell those. But it doesn't sound very like a very lucrative idea or very convenient. So yeah, now they've added ways to just buy the MT coins, which you could then use to buy players on the player market, or you could use them to buy packs. And then the other ways now that we have to just buy your way to a great team, obviously with the 2K season pass, which if we were to go, we gotta get to that courtside report. Looks like that's no longer available to search. Maybe we can find it in here. Here we go. Season Pass FAQ. So you can. It says somewhere in here that you can buy your way to a level 40 for the XP system. Which at level 40 you earn. I think it's like a diamond, an amethyst, and a ruby card. So like a 92, an 89, and I skipped a level 91. You can buy like the best cards or the best tiers of cards in the game. So basically, you're just paying to get the rewards. So you can pay your way to a level 40 XP, and then on top of that, again, somewhere here in this report, I don't remember where exactly, but you can purchase. I think with the Hall of Fame season pass for season 1, it includes an 89 overall Ruby Giannis Antetokounmpo card. So again, just kind of paying your way to a great team. One thing that I'm okay with as far as like, season pass and paying for different items in MyTeam is this card here. It's the same card that Kyrie Irving card that you would earn if you just went to level 40 in the free-to-play level XP system, or I guess if you paid your way to level 40. But if you pay for the season pass, you get an alternate card art. That's it. The actual player in the game doesn't change. It's just the card art changes. And I've seen some people like kind of, make fun of this idea. anyone that is against the pay-to-win system and against like having to pay more on top of the base game should be a fan of this. Anything that requires paying money to make changes to your MyTeam, I believe it's in the best interest if it's all cosmetic. So in order for it to be a quote unquote level playing field, as is stated in the article here. So it's a level playing field if you're willing to spend hundreds of dollars on top of the base game. That's end of the day. That's it. So they do mention in here the rate at which you earn MyTeam coins for playing the games is going to improve. So, if you relied on the auction house to make your coins in the past, maybe you can get by playing the games in the future. Yet to be determined. We'll see at what rate are you earning coins when you actually play the game later on. I'm starting to see we're past 10 minutes already, and I'm just rambling at this point. So let me get to something else I wanted to talk about here, which is the different modes. So salary cap mode looks like that'll be something that people that don't want to spend extra money on this game can do pretty easily. You play challenges and whatnot, you'll earn a couple good rewards cards, and then based on whatever the salary cap limit is, you should be able to at least remain competitive with people that spend money on the game, because it appears... Okay, so the salary is based on a card's usage, but it's also, they're going to fine-tune it, I guess, to make it based on skill. So that makes me think that different tiers of cards will probably have different minimum maximum salary cap limits. Again, to be determined, but this seems to be the most likely mode that anyone that is playing the game, no money spent or money spent, can play and, feel at ease that it's probably a level playing field. Whereas the rest of these modes, the multiplayer modes of, unlimited or the triple threat or whatever other modes online, good luck. If you're not spending money on this game, good luck. I mean, I would encourage people to invest as little time as possible into this game mode if you're not spending extra money beyond the $70 of the base game. I mean, this whole game is just like a mobile game wrapped inside of a console video game. That's end of the day. That's what it is. Everything looks cool, different. I don't know, what is this? Shattered pieces. Yeah, whatever. They've improved pack odds, allegedly. They've improved the rate at which you earn MT. This player model right here does not look like Jeremy Lin. I don't know who this is, but he must be holding Jeremy Lin hostage, because that's not Jeremy Lin. I don't know. I'm not impressed with this mode at all. The mode, when it came out back in 2K13, 14, 15, the whole concept was to build different teams of players from different eras and see how they would fare against, try to construct historically a great team that fits well together. And now it's kind of turned into fantasy land of 99 overall Taco Falls, which can be fun, don't get me wrong. It's just not what the mode was originally intended to be, and it's 100% pay to win at this point. If you're trying to be a completionist for this game, you're not gonna do it by not spending any money. Good luck. If you do, it's probably like your day job. Honestly, it's probably more worth it. We'll do the math when the game comes out. It's probably more worth it to just get a part-time job on top of whatever work you already have, and use the money earned from the part-time job to spend on card packs and player market cards. I can almost guarantee it's probably more worth your time to do that than to try to grind out, play all these games just to earn enough MT. Good luck. That being said, I think the salary cap mode could be fun. I think it'll still be a fun mode, but you gotta set your expectations right. You're not going to be a completionist, and you're not going to be a competitive against other people and unlimited unless you're spending money. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd be curious to see what you guys think of the new MyTeam mode and whether or not you will be playing it. And like and subscribe. See you all in the next one.